introduce. Hello, hello. Welcome to KTMusic podcast. This is a conversation with Chameleon, episode 4. 2 weeks ago we had it canceled, but we're back and we're really excited to have Chameleon here with us. I'm Kaden.
And I am Tommy. I'm also sound psychologist.
And I'm also Kenda Spearow.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Myself, yeah. Hi guys, I'm Francesco Pionitti, my name, and my alias is Chameleon. And thank you for your invite. I'm very happy to be with you. And sorry for my bad English, but I try to speak
No,
better. But,
yeah, no worries.
There is a lot of Italian influences in my English.
Oh, I love it.
I'm sure it's hard, man. I'm sure that it's hard.
So let's get this thing started. First of all, your new release, Solario, amazing.
Yeah.
Great release.
Thank you so much.
The vinyl arrives anytime now, and I gotta say, I've been playing it on repeat. I took a trip up to upstate, middle of nowhere. We didn't have any connection, and I had your album downloaded, and I probably listened to it about 50 times.
Oh,
So
my pleasure.
it's
Thank you so
absolutely
much.
great.
Thank you
So
so much.
maybe we'll start this off by just telling us a little bit about the release, some of your process, some of the thoughts behind it.
Yeah, of course. And I have changed my way to write music and production during my years. And Solitario is a synthetic EP that include a lot of music I wrote during 2018 and 2019 with some new tracks like the track Solitario, that it's the newest track of the EP. And it's a sort of collection of
A lot
a
of some
longer
old
time.
and new.
Yes, for example, the oldest track is Barocco CC, and that's the only track I wrote with DAW.
Oh, okay.
The other four
really?
are all analog production on tape and with the mixer and other hardware synthesizer.
Very
And,
impressive.
a lot of processor like Alessis Quadraverb or some compressor by Park Technic. But it's a sort of a jam. Okay, the idea is that I want that the track sounds like a jam, but more edited.
Okay.
So this is the idea behind the Solitario. And the curious thing is that I chose that title before the quarantine, and Solitario in Italian it's translated in solitary. Okay.
Oh,
And,
okay. That's a good name. I was just about to ask you what that stood
Yeah,
for.
wait, so what does it mean?
Solitary.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
because I live in a little town in the south of Italy, in Apulia. The town is Castellana Grotte, and I'm always alone with people who play electronic music. That Solitario is the mood behind my music, always in my studio, like as I don't know to say, like
I think we both know
Steve
that
Ballard
feeling.
mood,
Yeah.
you know, and this is the title.
Yeah, definitely a good choice. So maybe tell us a little bit about your town.
Yeah,
like
that's interesting. So, did you say you were playing with other electronic musicians, or was it just you?
I'm just the project is only me. Yeah, I have a studio under this house, and I sadly, I can't stay there
Right.
for problem connection because I wanted to show you some machines, and
I
the
mean,
last one is the
if they're
silicon.
small, you could go grab one.
Yeah, you're
If
welcome to
I mean,
bring some in.
this is super free form. Like, this is just
Yeah,
a kind of conversation. So if you've got stuff you wanted to show off, you are more than welcome to grab something or just talk
yeah,
about whatever. I mean, this is pretty much all we're gonna do is we're gonna have a little conversation, talk about different things about you and how you make music, and then near the end we are gonna do this thing where we're gonna ask you a couple questions real quick and put you on a timer and see how fast you can answer them, and then
yeah.
that'll be
Okay,
about
okay.
it. So, I guess something I wanted to ask you is what would you say your favorite piece of equipment for making music is?
Okay, it's the equipment, the unit that the change my way is the electron machines like Digiton and Digitac because
Okay.
I use them like sequencers, and they are very friendly and very you can write music very quickly and more easily, and you can control all the studio with the control change, program change, and so electron stuff of course to control my studio, and for synthesizer, all FM synthesizers, for example, Yamaha TX 181 Zeta,
That's my
and
favorite. That's one of my favorites as well. It's a good
I
one.
have another esoteric synthesizer, the Orla, and it's an Italian synthesizer, Orla DSE
Oh, you've got one of
24.
those?
I
Yeah, I
haven't
have
heard of that
one.
one.
Those
It's
are
a
really cool.
four operator sine wave with a analog chorus. It's
Wow.
very weird. Yeah,
Yeah, that
and
must be fun.
I discovered it on the Cyro gear list by FX, and
Oh yeah.
I found it for 40 years here in Italy.
Very nice. That must have been fun. So, what would you say your favorite reverb unit is?
Alessis Quadraver.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty good. So,
And the Lexicon MPX 100 is
oh, okay.
100.
Yeah, those are very good. So, you said that one of the tracks was using DAW. What's your DAW of choice?
DAW,
Yeah.
I use Logic.
Yeah, very good.
I use it for editing, and sometimes I use it for making only digital production.
Right.
So I like it because it's like to have a real mixer, because Ableton it's more focused on electronic music, but Logic is more for all the kind of music. So you can go out that cliche of with electronic music. It's like to mixing a rock track, but it's electronic track. It's
Right.
different. You don't have scenes and other stuff that can put you to use only loops, and
Right.
I like it for this reason. And the other reason is that I started with it, and I'm very lazy to learn another DAW.
I mean, there's definitely something to be said about using the old school method of tape and mixer and external gear. That I mean, I've done both, and I will say that they definitely have a more unique sound. Like the sound that you get from the all external with the tape deck and a mixer, it's definitely a more warm, like a live sound. You're much more hands on. What would you say? Like, what do you use to record? What tape machine do you use?
Yeah, I use a Tascam 112, I
Okay.
guess. It's only stereo deck. You can record only the master. It's not
Dang.
a
Only the
multi-track
master.
recorder. It's so I mix on the mixer and then I record the master.
Dang.
The same on for a digital. I record with the Tascam and with another Tascam, but it's a digital recorder because
Right.
I want to take one take that sound more. Um, I don't know to say. More mixed. It's different if you mix them in DAW. You can lose that error
Yeah.
that can make different if you focus it a lot on single channel. Then it began a surgeon mix,
Right. So
and
you so
and
your
it's
tracks
not
are made
natural.
so your tracks are made in one take each. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's very
So
impressive.
Do you practice your takes? Do you have a part of a song that you practice and perform it?
Louder.
sorry.
Do you have a part do you practice your songs? Do you perform?
Yeah, yeah, it's only live. When you listen to my track, it's me that day in the past I wrote that track. For example, Drone Acid from Solitario, it's a track that I wrote in one day. Then I have edited a little bit for because the take sometimes can be long, like 12 minutes, and
Right.
it's a lot. And I cut the part and make a more edited and um, coherent track.
Yeah,
I'm very obsessed with the arrangement.
yeah, I mean, I think it's really impressive that you've managed to do those in one take. Like my workflow when making music definitely revolves around multi-track audio and not having to do that probably for the last 10 years. But I mean, I find that very inspirational as an artist because like when you said that, I was like, whoa, I don't know if I could do that right now. I would have to definitely take some practice to perform a track in one take.
That's hardcore
Yeah.
improvisation.
It definitely makes me think about that album with a new light, knowing that those were done in like one take. Like that's very cool.
Yes, because I think that I've wrote music with DAW, with the single tracks. I have that background. I don't arrive now, just started with the one take. No, it's a longer period of learning and production.
Right.
Then I have realized that I'm more current, more inspired if I don't use a lot my eyes to make music.
Okay.
I only use my ear, and it's more. I really like a lot to do in this way, only using ears, and I only see the steps that go forward, but I don't know what will happen during the recording
Right.
session.
That's very cool.
Sometimes it's like a surprise when you listen some errors
Yeah.
and you think, yeah, it's a good intention. I'll use this
So
that.
about your music making process is what do you do? Like you get in your studio, do you have a process that you kind of maybe a ritual that you go through to make a track? Like what's it look like when you sit down to work on a song, a new song?
Yeah, it's a half and half way. Sometimes I go in the studio with an idea and I try to write follow that idea, but sometimes it's like a casual way to produce to product. No, I don't know what to say.
I know what
You
you mean.
got it.
Because sometimes I try to keep inspiration from my machines. For example, if I try to explore a machine, I wrote tracks. I'm very spirited when I buy a new synthesizer, when I buy a new hardware. Then sometimes I call my tracks with that machine, with that title, because I have used that machine to make the tracks. So it's a process very sometimes inspired by my ideas and my gear. Yeah,
So I saw that you recently got a Circlant
I did see
yeah.
sequencer.
that.
Have you been using it much? Do you like it?
How much I pay?
What?
I don't understand. Sorry.
Do you like it?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, tell me a bit
So,
about it.
yeah, I bought it like 3 days ago. So I started some days ago, and it's the point of not return
Right.
of the sequencer. Yeah, velocity, it's fucking impressive, and it's weird and fantastic how a sequencer can change the sound
Yeah.
because it's only a controller, no, a
Right.
Yeah.
sequencer.
Well, it's
But
like
you
changing. It's
can,
like changing the performer. You
It's
know, it's
it's
like
like
getting a new
yeah,
performer.
your conductor for your song. Is
yes,
it
a lot.
is it something that you have to study a little bit to get working, or did you find that you could pick it up and use it as soon as you got it?
You mean studying the circle?
Did it have a steep learning curve?
Yeah, did you have to learn a lot to be able to use it, or were you able to just start using it just by what you were pressing and sort of
Yeah,
exploring?
I used to read manuals, operator manuals. So, but I learn things with my way. But the circle, in a weird period because the circle is very hard to study, and I think it will take a lot of month, and I don't know how production will
Right.
be. I think I will not make music for some months because I want to make tracks with a very conscious
Right.
way, you know. Um, it's a new machine in my studio, so I have to revolt all the gear. I have to
Yeah.
recable the stuff, and because I like to exploring my brain to use different machines. I don't want to stay in the comfort zone with Electron because I
Right.
know I will go always on that direction, like the tracks I've
Do
wrote
you
during this
so
year.
do you think like rearranging your studio and new gear and stuff? Like for me, um, I use a lot of external gear as well. If after I'm done with an album, my process, I unhook everything and I completely pack it all up and I reset the entire
Yeah.
studio. Do you do that?
No, no. 1 year ago, yes, I do that, but now I have in I guess October 2020. No, sorry, 2021. No, 2020. My math is not my subject.
Yeah, it's okay. Me neither.
I have recable all my studio, and
Nice.
now I have a mixer, a new mixer, a Makey 2408.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like 24 channels and other 8 and 8 groups.
Oh, very
And
good.
then on my left, I have a rack tower where it's all cabled on pitch base. I have two pitch base, and
Nice.
there is another space where there are all the synthesizer or connected to the mixer and to the pitch base. So I just have to change the cables and decide where to send the synthesizer on a compressor or in the Alessis Quadroverb or other things. So because it's more easy now to make music
Right.
only this way, and it's all connected to the mixer.
Yeah, patch bays are definitely game changers.
So it sounds like
Yeah,
you've
it's a very good way to take less time to connect your stuff. Um, I prefer now to work on that way. I can focus it only to write music. Um, it's a good choice.
it sounds like you've been making music for a long time. When did you start? I'm curious. I mean, Was your family musical, or do you have like name off some of your biggest influences and how you really started to make music?
Yeah, I'm 25 years old, okay, and I started when I was 13 years old, but I started with rock music with the guitar. Then I
Oh.
started with the bass and mandolin, piano, and then keyboards. And I used to play in a lot of band in the local area.
Okay.
So rock music and other genres I wrote also have influenced me a lot to explore different genres, different point of view of in music. But electronic was always on my right, was always with me. It was a
Mm-hmm.
parallel in my music um, career. And because I bought my first synthesizer in 2009, it was the microcore. I I have it in these days. I really love it because it's my first synthesizer and it's very great to make some cool stuff, cool
Yeah.
sounds. It's very underrated sometimes because it's a bit of analog, but it's very good. And then my father showed me some artists like Jean-Michel Jarre, Kraftwerk, Klaus Schulze, Tangerine Dream, Brian Eno, the
Oh yeah.
trilogy of David Bowie, and I started to be curious about electronic music, but the electronic music from the 70s, 18s, Kraftwerk.
Right.
And then my father showed me two CDs of the entire discography of Aphex Twin,
Oh man.
and
Mm.
I was like I was 13 years old. I
Oh wow.
listened to Polynomial C.
Oh
I
yeah.
was
Oh yeah.
surprised. I thought, what the fuck, you can do very cool stuff with the electronic music. I was a very um, I don't I haven't hadn't a good vision on electronic music when I was very young. Okay, and then I discovered that there is people can do very weird stuff, and then I discovered a lot of things. And but I started really electronic music alone in 2013 13 with thanks to a friend that showed me played Roixop and Boards of Canada, and I started to listen that music and to make that music with Logic. But the moment I started with the hardware, it was when was released the Cyro by FX.
Oh yeah.
I was impressed by that page with all that equipment. That sound was so impressive, and I thought with my 17 influences that I love that sound, that old sound, but controlled with the modern ways.
Yeah. So just to show the viewers, I've got my copy of Psyro on hand. I'm gonna show them what you're
Yeah,
talking about with that big circle,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I
yeah,
think I've spent probably at least an hour just looking through that list.
Oh, of all the hardware.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me see. Right here.
exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so your Orla,
It's impressive, guys.
it is very cool. Like for people who are into synthesizers, like this is very impressive.
Yeah, for
Yeah, it's
nerd
one of the
people.
more expensive hobbies, and that's quite the feat with all the equipment right there.
So
But Canon Chameleon started in 2017,
that's pretty
17.
sweet.
Yeah. And the
So
first tracks was released on Balesi the channel. I had a good response, feedback, and I started to send more to labels, and my music was accepted, and then I started to release more music.
So when did you say that that first Caramel Chameleon release came out? What year?
2017.
Yeah, it started in 17, but the first is Tascam in 2018.
Not bad.
But there is another album, Adolescent, that it was a collection of tracks I wrote in 2016,
Oh, okay.
15,
So
but with another alias. Then I released it with Caramel, but there was
gotcha.
another alias.
So what in what ways would you say your artistic sound or you as an artist has changed since your first release as Caramel Chameleon in 2017, 2018? How would you say you've grown or evolved since then?
Do you mean the grow process of
Yeah, how would you now versus you then?
okay, now and then I will be in my music. I always try to make different things, but it's hard
Yeah,
to be different because sometimes people want to stay in that comfort zone. I can continue to make blah blah and blah blah stuff, but
right.
I want to make different. So this is the reason why I've bought the Circon to explore different ways. And but I don't know how will be in the future.
Yeah, I mean
The music.
it's hard to predict the future. Many people try.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
because
Yes,
the
they do.
reason is that uh, when the music is released, it's produced 1 year before.
Right,
So
yeah.
the music you listen now is written 1 year ago.
Right.
So I can stay in my future, but nobody know.
Right. So, if you had to list about, you know, pick four of your favorite artists, who would you
Yeah.
say they would be?
uh, about electronic producers or
Just in general,
different.
favorite musicians, four favorite musicians.
It's an hard question.
It is.
Very, very hard. So I guess David Bowie, Kraftwerk, Aphex Twin, and Philip Glass,
Oh yeah, good choice.
King Crimson,
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a good one. My dad
and
just saw King Crimson last weekend.
yeah, really,
Yeah, he said they were really great. I didn't make it down, but looked pretty cool. What would you
yeah.
say? Let's see. A favorite song of each of those artists.
Yeah, King Crimson, Starless. The ending part, it's like an orgasm.
Oh yes,
It's fucking impressive. And by Aphex, it's hard to
that's a tough one.
all the discography.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
The cast stuff.
favorite album from Aphex Twin.
Um, it's hard. Oh, really, Psyro for that reason that helped me to discover other things. But my favorite
Yeah,
is Reach Selecting Dampened Work 1 and Richard David James album.
that's a good album. That's a good album.
Yeah, but it's hard to choose with okay because you do
Right.
yeah and Aphex it's a lot different.
So many good
Drugs,
things.
yes, I love drugs, but it's for me it's a lot big, a lot of tracks. I lost myself, so I love little album EP,
Yeah.
Come to Daddy, for example. And there are David Bowie, the album Low,
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
and I have it here. I hope where is okay.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
good. There you go.
Mhm.
That's a good album.
And then the other artist, I don't remember what. Philip Glass, I Stand on the Beach. I really
That's a
like.
good one.
And Glassworks also. And
Glassworks is great.
songs from Liquid Days. It's a good album with Paul Simon on the box.
Oh yeah. So what ways would you say that David Bowie has influenced your music?
Yeah, because I love artists that always change themselves. David Bowie, always change his music. I've explored jungle, rock, glam rock,
Right.
ambient, a lot of electronic with the trilogy of Berlin. And this is the reason why I love him. But the reason one is it's the favorite artist of my father, and I thanks to him to help me to discover and to love music.
Yeah.
So David Bowie remember my father, and this connection with my child period and my adolescent.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
powerful. I guess obviously you would say that music has, you know, something I always try to think about is like, what would you be like without music? Like it's
About it?
just it's so powerful.
Yeah. About sorry, electronic music. I don't
Mm.
understand very well. Sorry.
No, it's good. Like I was just saying like just like how powerful music is. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it attaches so many memories based on who showed it to you, what was going on when you found that song,
It's
or
it's
yeah,
so
Yes,
feeling
yeah.
heavy. It's very
But
much tied to your own memories and experiences, and I think
yes, yes.
just being creative is so healthy for your mentally, because
Yeah,
it's
a
not
lot.
even about what happens after you create. This goes for me, and it can be the same for anyone, but just being able to make something of yourself and to have that process is just really good to just express yourself. It's just like dancing, you know?
Yes, yes, yeah, exactly.
S
Um, when you make music, you can avoid to pay psychologists,
yeah,
and because it's very helpful for your spirit, for your person. Because when this is only my way to express myself, and always evolve and change in the time. I grow with the music. When I listen a track, I see myself when I wrote that track. So it's a personal way to learn, to probe myself, to learn more things, to discover different music. Yeah, I love music for this reason, and the other reason is that connect people like us tonight. Tonight
yeah.
here in Italy.
So, what would be some of your favorite moments of yours? Like maybe some of the most some fun things that you've done as far as making music goes. Is there any um, tracks that you've made that really stand out to you as far as the creation process that you just had a really good time making, or some things like that?
Um, for example, you mean the period of the day, when I make music.
Yeah, like what are
Um,
some of your favorite memories of music you've made?
oh, memories. Sorry. Um, it's it is changing the time during the time. Now I'm very influenced by my memories about childhood and adolescent past times. Um, a lot of new tracks are referenced to my child period. I don't know. I'm getting old.
Yeah. So I
um,
saw recently you played at a festival.
yeah, recently
How did that
at the
go?
Sparks Festival, I play a full ambient set.
Oh, really? You played all ambient music?
Yeah, yeah, I love ambient. Yes,
Oh, me too.
I pl- Yeah, I love artists like a new discover. I have discovered it's DJ Lost Boy.
I haven't heard of
Uh,
them.
Oh, I think I
it's
knew
an
what was it again?
DJ Lost Boy.
Oh, okay. I don't have.
It's an
Is he
alias of Malibu. I don't know.
is he Japanese?
No, French. French.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of him
It's
then.
a girl producer. Very, very nice music. I really
I'll have
like.
to, I'll have to look him up and put a link in the video.
What would you
Yeah.
say? What would you say your ratio of listening to music versus making music is? Like for me and Tommy, it's different because Tommy has Spotify running in the background and while he's doing other things.
Okay.
And for me, like I don't I don't think I listen to music nearly as much as him. Yet we still both make music. You know, it's very different. Do you find yourself having music playing in the background, or do you just, go sit down and listen to music?
Yeah. I used to listen with the active way. I lying on the bed and listen to music, very focused, concentrate. I don't use to listen music when I wash things, when I'm in the kitchen, and never. Sometimes it happen when I know that music. If it's the first
Yep.
time I listen a track, I don't do that. If
Yeah.
I know an album, I can use to put in the back. I don't know how to say the
Background?
ambient background. Um, or but I love to listen music during driving car.
Driving the
This
car.
is my favorite moment to listen music
Does
because you
your
are concentrated.
does your car only take CDs, or do you have to plug your phone in or use a or do you I'm sure you use the radio?
Yeah, you vinyl in my car. No, I used to use a Bluetooth with Spotify. I'm a Spotify man because
Yeah, me
I do
too.
a job that where I used to drive a lot, and Spotify is my way to listen music.
Yeah, me too.
Um, and helped me to discover new music. There is a lot of people that hate Spotify. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I don't like about Spotify, but
Right.
the
I,
future is not
I
always good.
I think on like about the whole Spotify and people not liking it. I use Spotify, and I mean, like you said, I discover a lot of new music from it, and
Yeah, me
that's
too.
really important for me. Like I'm writing a book about how to make music freely and how to be able to express yourself. And one of the biggest points I make in my book is how important it is to discover new music constantly and just always
Yeah,
taking in new songs and stuff because otherwise I find like if I don't listen to a bunch of new music, like I'll listen to the same stuff over and over and it gets kind of stale. And if I listen to new music and I make myself discover new music, I appreciate the stuff I've liked in the past more and it doesn't sound so repetitive. Are there any
okay.
new artists that you've found recently that you really like?
We part time. It's a band part time and
Part time.
part time. Yeah, like the work.
Oh, cool.
And I have to see my list. But part time it's the most I'm listening. And Baltra,
What is it?
um, Baltra.
Oh, okay.
Baltra.
Asa Chang and Junrei and
Now, you found these people on Spotify? Is that did you go to a certain playlist or
It automatic recommend stuff.
Oh, yeah, they automatically recommend. Okay.
yeah, randomly. But I listen music a lot for you before ask me a question about to be listener and producer. Um, yeah, I make music because I like to explore sounds, but I used to be influenced a lot of what I listen, of course. and I used to listen music um, because it helped me to translate my emotions during the day.
Yeah,
It's like a comfortable
Yeah.
things
definitely.
that can help me during the day. If I'm happy, if I'm sad. So, but when I'm surprised or impressed by an artist, I try to emulate it, but trying to metabolize it to transform it on a caramel way.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
Because
very
I
well
don't like to
said.
Yeah,
copy
you've
other
got it.
stuff, of course.
Yeah, I mean, all music is predicated upon music that already exists. So, like all music is based on music that's already been made, like, via inspiration and stuff. And I think definitely, like, when a lot of people start off, they're afraid to openly talk about what's inspired their music. Like, oh, I don't want to seem too similar to them. But I think unless you're trying to make a song exactly like a song,
Yeah.
like if you tried to replicate a song exactly like it, you'll end up with a new, unique product.
It's okay to it's okay to try and emulate someone
Yeah.
because at the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
day,
it's a
no matter
in
what you do,
particular,
it's always going to be you.
yeah, in particular when you are in the first time of making music, it's important to
Very.
emulate a lot,
Yeah,
and then you can change. Yeah, it's important to change to put yourself, but
definitely.
Yeah.
also the biggest producer do that. If you listen some stuff by Bogdan Rasinski,
Oh
and then
yeah.
you listen some tracks of drugs by Aphex are very 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 similar, and Aphex says that he was inspired by that music, so it's normal.
Yeah, oh
Uh,
definitely. And I think as far as making music goes, some of my favorite experiences have been when I meet other artists and interact with them. Like, for example, like you listening to your music and now talking to you and having a relationship with you.
yeah,
I find that
it's a
really cool with my music creation process because I can listen to your stuff and it's like I'm inspired by it and I'm able to talk to you as well, which is it goes to another level. Whereas someone like Square Pusher, like I really like his music, but I've never talked to him, so I don't have that level of intimacy with his music that I have now that when I listen to your music. I can hear your voice. I can picture you, and I can listen to it, and it's like wow. I understand it more. It has more depth to it now.
The
I
music
think.
is only half of it. The
Yeah.
music is only half of it. Because, I mean, meeting
I'm praised
someone.
to listen that. Thanks.
Of
And
course.
yeah, and it's a I love our community of electronic musician of braindance and the new IDM, because we can talk with people who like your music or produce music. I'm always in contact with the
Yeah.
artist, the producer like Craig or Krigo. I don't know you read in English. Craig and Binary Digit. We always in touch, and or the O three O three O three
Yeah.
crew. So
Yeah, maybe tell
it's
us a bit about that label because your latest release was on them and stuff, and they seem like a really great label. So maybe tell us a bit about how you joined them.
yeah. The label it's one of my favorite ever labels, and when they accepted my music, I was shocked because I love all their releases, and I started listening acid thanks to them, and to see my EP there, it's very good. I'm proud about Solitario for this reason also, and but yeah, they are very good, very friendly. You they listen you. They are very good way to work. It's a very good label, and they had create an event in Utrecht for the 16 years of the label,
Wow.
and I was invited by the event was cancelled some days ago. So
Dang.
I, I hope to meet them in March
Right.
2022. And yeah, good people with a lot of experience and a lot of good music by Sifax, D'Arcangelo, Eod.
That's
Eod
cool.
is one of my important influences of
That's
her.
awesome. Yeah.
What
Mhm.
what do you think makes a good label?
Um, so I think that if there isn't the economic and the money aspect, it's important that a label don't see that, and a label that listen you your ideas and you can talk each other, trying to go on the same way, and an half and half work. This is a
Right.
good label. I don't like label or ask you money, and if there is a very good reason why to give money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but for me it's important to make a community, and
Yeah.
Definitely.
Feel a part of something.
without financial aspects can make the things more bad. Um, yeah, and yeah, this is the only thing.
Right, right. So we've got about 15 minutes left of the show. I wanted
Oh,
to. I know it goes quick. So what I
yeah, a
wanted
lot.
to. Yeah, it's fun. We'll have to do another episode. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. Just some really basic questions here. So we'll start off with, what is your favorite color?
Color.
Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Orange.
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 What's your favorite
Orange.
book?
Ah, yeah, it's hard. Sorry, I read a lot, and it's different, difficult to. Mm,
Yeah, you can't look at the bookshelf.
um, I love it's in Italian. Welbeck, it's the writer Michel Welbeck.
Oh, okay.
The possibility of an island. I don't
What
know to
was it? The
translate.
possibility?
Possibility of what?
Of an island.
An island?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Possibility. Yeah, let's see if we can't find the link. Oh, well, there it is.
Very cool. What are you reading currently?
Writers, you mean? I really like Kafka,
Oh yeah,
Pasolini, Céline, Ferdinand, or Jack London a lot. Melville.
have you read Dostoevsky?
Sorry?
Have you read Dostoevsky?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
sorry.
by far my favorite.
Demons, the last one I ever read.
Yeah, I'm reading Brothers Karamazov right now.
Yeah,
That's a good book.
Welbeck and Dostoevsky are the most important for me. I don't know
Yeah.
why I forget Dostoevsky.
Very good. Such a good, very good authors. Okay, next question. What's your favorite food?
Ravioli
Very nice.
Bingo.
and pizza.
Favorite restaurant, local restaurant only.
Here, Paninoteca Felix. And,
All right, we'll have to link that.
It's a place where they make sandwich,
Okay.
hamburger.
Favorite
is-
drink.
Wine.
What do you have a specific type?
Yeah, there are a lot of wine in Italy. Yeah, Negramaro, for example.
I don't know a ton about wine.
Negramaro. That's what you said?
What?
Negramaro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet the wine is lovely over there.
Yeah.
We don't
that's
have
cool.
much. We don't have much local wine in here. We're in Michigan, and it's not like California here, so we don't get much local wine, but we have a lot of local beer, which is kind of
Yeah,
cool.
beer. I really like it a lot. Yeah,
Have
a
you
lot.
have you had Oberon?
Sorry? Oh,
Oberon? That's brewed pretty close to our town.
I don't know.
They might not have that over in Italy.
That'd probably be hard to get.
Yeah. But okay, next question. Do you have a favorite painter?
Painter. Painter. Actually, there are a lot of painters I like.
A man of culture.
Monk, of course.
Okay, yeah, that's he's very good.
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, it's okay.
You have two
Yeah,
cats?
my cat's right there looking at me. Or now
You're a
he's
cat
licking
person.
himself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Favorite place to go on vacation?
The sea.
The sea.
What's the nearest beach to you? What's it called?
The beach. For example, Capitolo, Sabbiadoro.
I should learn
Verde.
Italian someday. It's a really nice it sounds very cool. Very lovely.
Yeah. Yes, there are a lot of beaches. Sabbiadoro, Calaverde,
So
Capitolo, and
where you live in Italy, how far, like if it looks like, the boot, how far down, what side is it on? Where is it?
in Italy. Yeah, I live in Apulia. That is the region on the south of Italy.
Okay.
Italy is like a boat.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the last. I have
Like the toe.
no. I try imagine. I live near Bari. Bari.
Oh, okay.
B-A-R-I?
Bali.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Bari.
Bali.
It's like here. If my cell phone help me,
I wonder if that'll show up.
I
it
think
doesn't
might, yeah.
want. It doesn't want. No, don't want. To
Oh,
help
that's
me.
okay.
Oh, no connection?
I have been to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can kind of make that out.
Oh, that's pretty closed off. That's
Very hot place. And
I visited Italy when I was about 8, and
Oh, nice.
and it was amazing. I definitely want to get back there someday. We
You're
went
welcome.
to Pompeii and
Oh yes.
Rome.
Naples.
Yeah, it was a great time. Went to Venice as well, which I think
I've also been to Venice.
Venice was one of my favorite memories.
When it wasn't flooded.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love Italy.
it's an amazing
really
place.
love-
Very
Yes,
very
yes.
awesome that you live there. So some other questions. Trying to think. I think we've gone through a lot of them.
Did you have to, I mean, you must have had to work somewhere else before you started to do music. I mean, cuz you're living off of your music?
If you live with my music, you mean, right?
Wait, say that again.
Do you ask me if I live with music?
Oh, no, are you making enough money to be able to live
Okay. I understand.
with
yeah.
your music?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No,
What are you working another job then? Are you
Yes, of course. I make some money sometimes with digital, but with the events it's more easy to make music because they pay when you perform.
Yeah.
This is the only way to earn money.
Right.
And I do another job. I'm graduated in a job. I put hearing aid to people.
Oh, okay.
Wait, say that again. What is that?
Yeah, I put these to people.
Oh, really? You install hearing aids?
Yes, hearing aids. Yes.
Huh.
Very cool.
So
Does
I
that require
try to.
training?
Sorry.
Do you have to be trained?
Yeah, I have studied this, and I'm graduated after 3 years.
Three
That's
years.
And
very
Wow.
cool.
I chose to study this subject because it combine medicine, that is my one of my passion, and the sound and the sound psychologist. Okay, like your name. And
Yeah.
audiology and other stuff like this. Indeed, I read a lot of books about this kind of stuff, like Oliver Sacks
Yeah, that's a
or
great book. Great book. I've
yeah,
got it on my bookshelf right here.
musicophilia in Italian. I don't know in English. It's here, I guess. This is yeah.
Oh, he's got a different copy.
Oh yeah, you've
Yeah,
got
see,
it.
exactly, exactly.
that.
We've got yeah. It's such a good book. Such a good book.
Yes, and there are a lot of good stuff.
Seems like
I
electronic
used to
music
read
musicians have
about
a lot of similarities.
rave,
I haven't read that one.
Huh.
and stuff like this.
Oh yeah, I've got to read some of those.
A good book for who want to make electronic music.
I've got to read that
Join
one.
the future.
Well, hey, we're in
But,
our last few minutes here. There's something I wanted to ask you. If you had to give one tip to people who are just starting to make music and just decided that I want to do this with my life, what would you say?
always to be honest when you make music, and always try to find yourself in the music you make. And because there is a lot of music in the world, but few music it's very honest, it's very pure.
Yeah,
I don't want to say that there is a pure music and not pure music, but it's nice to listen current music
definitely.
and the other thing is don't try to follow the cliche, and always to go out the same limits.
Definitely, yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on the show. It has been
Thank you.
a absolutely great time. We've had some awesome conversations here. We'll have to have you on again next time you put
Yeah.
some music out because this has been great.
Yeah, this was cool.
Um,
Thank you so much, very kindly.
yeah, of
Person,
course. Just it was a great time. Thanks for coming, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up now. So, thank you for anyone who was here. This will be available on YouTube. Make sure you follow Francisco on Instagram and Facebook.
Do you have a Twitter? Do you have Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't use it a lot. I
You
Okay.
use it a lot?
Instagram.
Okay.
I'll have all your links in the
Yeah,
description.
we'll find it.
Yeah. So
Thank you, guys.
check him out. Check out his new release, Solarito. It's amazing. Buy it on vinyl. Get them while they're around. And
Okay.
we'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you again.
Yeah, of course. All right. All right. The stream is over. So, yeah, thanks again for